I'm Casper KZ, and I'm definitely faking my accent. I was born in South Carolina, but my parents are European, and we moved around a lot when I was a kid. That's how come my accent sounds so generic. Not because I'm faking it. That's the best I can do, everybody. I probably should have at least watched an American talking before I tried to do that, but not the most prepared person. Given my subscribership and views per video, there have been a disproportionate number of suggestions that my accent is fake. Well, first of all, I don't have an accent. Chinese people speaking Chinese do not do so with a Chinese accent, I think. I might be entirely wrong about that, fuck you. And second of all, given that I contrived to speak this way in my formative years, yeah, I guess it is fake. I am, in fact, Australian. I was born in Fremantle, Western Australia. Go Dockers. I'm pretending to not care, but I'm actually deeply invested in that sport. To my chagrin. Now, I and my siblings are first-generation Australian. Our father is from Kielce, which is a small town outside of Krakow. If you don't know where Krakow is, Google it. You'll probably see a lot of pictures of Nazis. And our mother is from England, but she immigrated here when she was 3. She does not sound like me. Went back to England when she was 21, then came back here when she was, I don't know. Originally from Tottenham, North London. Accent's kind of Cockney. All of this is irrelevant. She has an Australian accent. Unlike our father.
We left at night and we come back at night. The weather was -1 or 2 all day on the air.
When I was a child, I learned to affiliate the Australian accent with insecure, xenophobic, idiotic, violent tradesmen. So now I have a prejudice against tradesmen as well, which is entirely unfair. My father's a fucking boilermaker, so I distanced myself from that vernacular, accent, and social group. Kinda. I have friends who are racist. I have friends who are tradespeople. I have friends who are cops. I still do illegal shit. Cognitive dissonance! Anyway, when I was in my early teens, I discovered the legacy of Cain. Yes, we're still on topic. Now, I don't know if this is how it really happened, or if I just connected the dots after the fact, but I was heavily influenced by the performance of Simon Templeman as Cain, especially in Blood Omen 2, which was the first one I got my hands on. That man is very important to me, for I believe he taught me how to speak. Or at least began my fascination with language. For in the legacy of Cain, they are slightly prone to verbosity and pontificating.
But does one ever truly have a choice? One can only match, move by move, the machinations of fate, and thus defy the tyrannous stars.
And I fucking love it. Now, I don't really sound like Simon Templeman. I have my own cadence, which developed naturally over time. This is what I sound like when relaxed. I'm not from anywhere. And my exposure to culture now is limitless, which shall surely result in continued floccultation. I'm inconsistent with my A's, though. Can't. I say both of those. Dance, France, grass, plasma. Anyway, that's the action-packed origin story of my accent. Racist did it. But now, to get even more personal with you, the nature of my character. This is not an act. I am this guy. Frankly, I'd be even more comfortable if I could pace up and down while affirming and denouncing things. And so belies the position of the dead, for they are without vote. And this definition, I feel, truly encapsulates what it means to be dead. Probably also got that from the legacy of Cain and any number of bad guys from cartoons. Now, the projection of my voice, the fact that I must fill the room when I ejaculate, is something I can't quite make my mind up about. It's fun and it feels natural, but I cannot maintain a consistent volume, and due to the nature of smash cuts, it doesn't always flow. But when I speak at room temperature, as I am doing now, I am constantly aware that I am throttling myself. And not in a fun way. There are also technical aspects to consider. I don't really know how to use the condenser I'm using at the moment, so maintaining a consistent volume into the microphone is pretty helpful, which I've never done once ever. But there's also ambient noises that I could drown out simply by speaking louder. So all of that, and more, results in a fairly large personality. I can barely fit it through the door. If you feel some sort of simpatico or connection with me, you're probably a thespian, but you're definitely a weirdo. However, I do not release these videos with the notion that I will be understood, let alone sympathized with. I am only trying to entertain you whilst providing myself with outlet. I'm a freak. I don't feel the need to connect. I'm already interested in everything. If my presentation feels contrived, that is because you do not encounter people like me in your dull, meandering life, Eric. That's what you sound like, I bet. But I am prepared to overlook your incredibly interesting lack of character and need to relate to me, and continue to dance. Mostly for my own amusement. But you can watch if you'd like. Yeah, 100%. I'm from Minnesota. I don't know where Minnesota is. I don't know what Minnesota is. State? Part of Canada? Are them's fighting words? That isn't anything. That's not Canadian.
Are you trying to suggest that accents are only applicable to the English language?
Only applicable to a foreign language,
The English speak in an English accent.
The English speak with regional accents, but if they spoke Chinese, they would do so with an English accent.
Alright, that's fair.